I am Kale SL, RBNB College Rampur, 12th Science Maths 2, lecture number 9, Indefinite Integration, exercise 3.2a. Here question number first is going on. We have completed totally 23 problems from the question number first, and today we see here problem number 24th and 25th. There are two problems remaining in question number first, and then we start question number second. Now let us see here 24th example. Integrate the following functions with respect to x. Question is common, and 24th problem is 1 upon x into x cube minus 1. So firstly call this as I. Let I is equal to integration of 1 upon x into x cube minus 1 dx. Now here observe, we have to solve this by other way. There is a new trick for this problem. What is here trick? Observe here the power of x and x cube. Power of x is 1. Here power of x cube is 3. So total power of x after multiplying inside the bracket, that is x to the power 4. So here I multiply numerator and denominator by. So this is equal to integration of x to the power minus 4 divided by x to the power minus 4 into this x into x cube minus 1 dx. See here, I have taken x to the power minus 4 and multiply that x to the power minus 4 to numerator and denominator. New trick here. So we get here this is equal to integration of x to the power minus 4 as it is, and now multiply x to the power minus 4 into x inside the bracket. Now here x to the power minus 4 into x to the power 1 means x to the power minus 4 plus 1. X to the power minus 4 plus 1, that is x to the power minus 3. So we have to multiply by x to the power minus 3 inside the bracket. And so we get here x to the power minus 3 into x to the power 3, that is equal to x to the power 0, and it is 1. So here it is 1 minus x to the power minus 3 and dx. Or we may write this step again. We write here like this. This is equal to integration of x to the power minus 4 as it is. Firstly take x to the power minus 4 into x, that is x to the power minus 3, and now here in the bracket x to the power 3 minus 1 dx, and now multiply by x to the power minus 3 inside the bracket. So we get here I is equal to integration of x to the power minus 4 upon this x to the power minus 3 into x to the power 3, that is 1, because x to the power minus 3 into x to the power 3, it is equal to x to the power minus 3 plus 3. We add the powers. It is x to the power minus 3 plus 3, and so it is equal to x to the power 0, and x to the power 0 is 1. So we write here 1. Get it? So x to the power minus 3 into x to the power 3, it is 1, and now x to the power minus 3 into 1, that is equal to x to the power minus 3 dx. Now here this unit is integration by substitution method. So we have to use here substitution method. If we put here 1 minus x to the power minus 3, what happens? Derivative of 1 is 0. What is derivative of minus x to the power minus 3? So derivative of d by dx of minus x to the power minus 3, it is equal to minus this and minus 3 become coefficient, so minus plus 3, and x to the power minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4. Means here we get derivative of this denominator as 3 into x to the power minus 4. But in the numerator only x to the power minus 4. So we have to adjust these 3. So we adjust 3. So integration of 3 into x to the power minus 4 divided by 1 minus x to the power minus 3 dx, and we have to cancel these 3. We multiply by here 3, so divide by 3. We take here 1 upon 3 outside the integral, so that these 3 and 3 get cancelled. And now here we use substitution method. We put this denominator as a t because its derivative appears in the numerator, and then we use the corollary. So put 1 minus x to the power minus 3 is equal to, suppose, variable as a t. Now differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Means take derivative d by dx of left side, take d by dx of right side. D by dx of 1 is 0, so there is no need to write here 0. Now d by dx of this minus sign as it is, and d by dx of x to the power minus 3 is minus 3. So minus minus become plus 3, x to the power minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4, and right hand side is dt, and upon dx we carry that dx to left side. So we get here 3x to the power minus 4 dx is equal to dt. And now therefore I is equal to required integral, I is equal to integration of, replace this 3x to the power minus 4 dx as a dt. So here we write that as a dt. Now in the numerator there is 1, and this denominator is equal to t. This denominator, it is equal to t, and therefore this 1 upon 3 constant as it is here, 1 upon 3 constant as it is, so we get like this. Now here we write 1 upon 3 and integration of 1 upon t dt. We know 1 upon t is the derivative of log of t, and therefore integration of 1 upon t is log of t plus constant of integration. And now again put the value of t. What is t here? 1 minus x to the power minus 3. So it is equal to 1 upon 3 log of t, we put 1 minus x to the power minus 3 and plus constant of integration. So it is equal to 1 upon 3 log of, here 1 minus x to the power minus 3, we write 1 upon x to the power 3, we make it as a positive by shifting it to denominator using the rule of indices plus constant of integration. And so this is equal to 1 upon 3 into log of, now take this subtraction, 1 into x to the power 3, that is x to the power 3, this minus 1 as it is, upon x to the power 3 plus constant of integration. This is the final solution for this 24th problem. Take the screenshot and then write in your notebook. Now here this problem we can solve by other method also. Suppose here we solve this by second way like this. I is equal to, we call the given problem as I is equal to integration of 1 upon x into x cube minus 1 dx. Problem is 1 upon x into x cube minus 1 dx. Now here if we take directly the derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of x cube, d by dx of x cube, that is equal to 3 into x square. So we adjust here x square in the numerator, because we have to take the substitution for x cube suppose. So we adjust in the numerator x square. So we multiply numerator and denominator by x square. So it is equal to 1 into x square, that is x square, divided by x into x square, it become x cube in the bracket x cube minus 1 as it is dx. Now here so put x cube is equal to suppose t, and take the derivative of x cube, that is 3x square. So 3x square, and right hand side is dt upon dx, carry that dx. So we get here 3x square dx is equal to dt. Now here there is only x square dx in the numerator. So carry this 3 to the right hand side, and therefore we get x square dx is equal to dt upon 3. And now here this required integral I becomes I is equal to integration of this x square dx, we write here dt upon 3. X square dx dt upon 3. In the numerator there is 1 now. Here x cube put t. Here x cube put t, and minus 1 as it is. So this is the required integral. We transfer this problem to this new problem. Now here we have to take 1 upon t into t minus 1. We arrange these terms like this. We take here, we write this one as in terms of subtraction of these two, that is t minus 1. We write 1 as t minus this t minus 1, and divided by this denominator as it is, t into t minus 1, and this dt as it is, this 1 upon 3 constant which is outside the integral. So here consider this step, integration of 1 upon t into t minus 1. We arrange this denominator in terms of numerator like this. This is the trial and error method. We have to take here subtraction or addition so that this 1 appears here. If we take the subtraction, t minus minus plus 1. In this way we adjust this 1 in terms of this denominator. Or we may solve this 1 upon t into t minus 1. We may solve this using the partial fraction, which is the next topic. So this is the other part. We write it's a partial, and this is in our next topic, that is integration by partial fraction. But here still, here we only take arrangement of these two terms by trial and error method, and so we take here this t minus 1, so that t minus t get cancelled and minus plus 1. And now here take the separate division. So 1 upon 3 integration of t upon this t into t minus 1, minus this t minus 1 upon t into t minus 1 into this dt outside the square bracket. We take separate division. We divide this t by denominator minus this numerator divided by same denominator. Now this t and t get cancelled. Here also this t minus 1 and t minus 1 get cancelled. And so we get 1 upon 3. Now here integration of 1 upon t minus 1 and minus integration of 1 upon t. So integration of 1 upon t minus 1, that is equal to log of t minus 1, and here middle sign is minus, and integration of 1 upon t, that is log of t plus constant of integration. And now we use the rules of logarithm, log a minus log b, that is equal to log of a upon b. So 1 upon 3 into log of t minus 1 upon this t plus constant of integration. Now resubstitute the value of t. What is t here? T is x cube. We put the value of t as x cube, and so it is equal to 1 upon 3 log of x cube minus 1 upon x cube plus constant of integration. This is the final solution, and see both the solutions are same. Here also the solution is 1 upon 3 log of x cube minus 1 upon x cube. Here also solution is 1 upon 3 log of x cube minus 1 upon x cube plus constant of integration. So we solve this problem by any two methods. One of the method we have to use and solve this. Here only we have to use for this. This is the main issue here. and here we solve this using the partial fraction, and that is in our next topic. We will see that later on. Now here we have completed 24th problem, and now the last problem in this question number first, 25th problem. 25th problem. 1 upon x log x log of log x. 1 upon x log x log of log x. This is the last problem in the question number first. So how to solve this? Firstly, we call given problem as I. So let us try to solve this problem. Call this as I is equal to integration of 1 upon x log of log x. Now we see the problems depending upon substitution method. So here we have to search which is the function and which is the derivative. If we take here log x as a t, then its derivative 1 upon x present here, but what about this term log of log x? Now if we put log of log x as a t, log of log x as a t, derivative of log is 1 upon log and derivative of log is 1 upon x. So we put this as a t. So we rewrite this problem like this. Integration of 1 upon this log of log x into this 1 upon x into log x dx, and now put this log of log x as a t. So put log of log x is equal to t. Put here log of log x is equal to t. Now differentiate with respect to x. D by dx of log x is equal to d by dx of t. So d by dx of log x. D by dx of log x is 1 upon this x, but there is no x. Here it is log x. Take its derivative again. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Right hand side is dt upon dx, that dx here. Now here 1 into 1, that is 1. So 1 upon this x into log x log x dx is equal to dt, and so in the problem there is 1 upon x log x dx which we replace by dt, and this denominator by t, and therefore required integration becomes I is equal to that 1 upon x log x dx, it is dt, and here in the numerator 1 and divided by log of log x as a t. So 1 upon t dt, and so it is now very simple. Integration of 1 upon t dt, we know that it is log of t plus constant of integration. And so now resubstitute the value of t. I is equal to log of, we put the value of t as log of log x. Here t as log of log x. So log of log x plus constant of integration, and this is the final solution for this 25th problem. In this way, now take here a screenshot and write in your notebook. In this way we completed here question number first and 25 problems. Now here we will see the question number second, and in question number second there are 17 problems. We will see one by one each problem we discuss here. So now question number second. Question number second, integrate the following functions with respect to x. Question is same as first, that is integrate the following functions with respect to x. Now see here first problem here, cos of 3x minus cos of 4x. Cos of 3x minus cos of 4x divided by sin of 3x plus sin of 4x. sine of 3x plus sine of 4x. Now we must know the formulae of trigonometric functions. These are the trigo problem. We have to must know here what is sin c plus sin d, what is sin c minus sin d, cos c plus cos d, and cos c minus cos d. Then only we solve such type of problem. So remember the formulas. First one is here sin c plus sin d, that is equal to 2 times sin of c plus d divided by 2 into cos of c minus d divided by 2. There are 4 formulas such type. Now here we take sin of c minus sin of d, it is equal to 2 times cos of c plus d divided by 2 into sin of c minus d divided by 2. Now third formula here, cos of c plus cos of d, it is equal to 2 times cos of c plus d divided by 2 into cos of c minus d divided by 2. And last one here, cos of c minus cos of d. Cos of c minus cos of d, it is equal to 2 times sin of c plus d divided by 2 into sin of d minus c. Here take d minus c. In the last formula, here take only d minus c divided by 2. Otherwise in these 3 formulas there is c minus d divided by 2. And if we want to take here c minus d, take negative sign before this. So minus 2 into sin of c plus d divided by 2 into sin of c minus d divided by 2. We may use here this formula or this formula. So these are the 4 very important formulas. We must know these formulas and then we solve this problem. Let us try to solve this problem. We call this as I. Firstly, we call this as I. I is equal to given problem. We write in the integration sign, that is cos of 3x minus cos of 4x divided by this cos of sin of 3x. Sin of 3x plus sin of 4x dx. Now for the numerator, use the last formula, that is cos c minus cos d. It is equal to 2 times sin of c plus d divided by 2 into sin of d minus c divided by 2. So here it is equal to 2 times sin of c means 3x and d means 4x. So c plus d. Can we take directly 3x plus 4x? So 3x plus 4x, that is equal to 7x, or we may write here 3x plus 4x divided by 2 into sin of d minus c upon 2. So sin of d minus c, d is here 4x, so 4x minus c is here 3x, so 3x and divided by 2 and divided by, now for this denominator sin c plus sin d, that means use here first formula sin c plus sin d, that is equal to 2 times sin of. So 2 times sin of c, c is here 3x and d is here 4x. So 3x plus 4x, 3x plus 4x divided by 2 into cos of c minus d. C is here 3x minus d is here 4x divided by 2 and dx as it is. Now observe numerator and denominator. Here we cancel this 2. We cancel this 2, and this part sin of 3x plus 4x upon 2, and here also sin of 3x plus 4x upon 2. Cancel this also. Now what remains here? I is equal to required integral. I is equal to integration of in the numerator sin of 4x minus 3x. 4x minus 3x, that is x. So sin of x by 2. Sin of x by 2 divided by cos of 3x minus 4x. Here we take 4x minus 3x, so it is x. Here now 3x minus 4x, subtraction is same x, but here negative sign. For 4x there is negative sign. So we take here cos of minus x divided by 2 dx. Now see here, in the numerator sin of x by 2, in the denominator cos of minus x by 2. Here angle is negative, so we use here negative angle formula. What is that formula? Cos of minus theta is equal to what we get here? Cos theta. Recall this formula. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. And what is sin of minus theta? Sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. These are very important formulas for negative angle. Cos of minus theta, cos theta, and sin of minus theta minus sin theta. So using this formula, denominator we write here cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta, means integration of sin of x by 2 upon this is cos of x by 2 dx, using the formula. And now here sin upon cos. Sin upon cos theta is same, x by 2. So sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta. So integration of tan of theta is here x by 2 dx. So I is equal to integration of tan of x by 2 dx. And we have seen here, we have proved what is integration of tan x dx, that is equal to log of sec x. So it is equal to log of sec x is here x by 2, in place of there is in place of x there is x by 2, so take its derivative, and derivative is 1/2, so divide this by 1/2, and now plus constant of integration, this is I. Now only write this denominator 1/2 as a 2 upon 1, and so we get here I is equal to 2 upon 1 means 2, so 2 into log of sec of x by 2 plus constant of integration, this is the solution, plus constant of integration. So this is the final solution for this first problem. So in this way we can solve, we prepare here so many problems depending on these 4 formulas, and here second problem is similar. No, here not given similar problem. So we will solve here second problem. We prepare so many problems depending on these 4 formulas of this type, and now we take here a second problem like this. Second, cos x upon sin of x minus a. Cos x upon sin of x minus a. Sin of x minus a. Now we call this given problem as I. Let I is equal to the given problem. I is equal to, write this symbol of integration, and write given problem as it is cos x upon sin of x minus a, and write here dx. Now how to solve this? This is the new trick to solve such a type of problems. There are so many problems given in this question number 2nd, and also in miscellaneous exercise there are so many problems. If we solve one problem, you may solve the remaining problems. So here integration of cos x upon sin of x minus a, how to solve such a type of problem. Now in the denominator angle is x minus a. We adjust this angle x minus a in the numerator. In the numerator angle is only x. So we take here x minus a and plus a. So it is equal to integration of cos of, here x is, now we have to adjust a, so take minus a and cancel this a, so plus a, and complete the bracket. We have written here, we have to adjust here x minus a in the numerator. For that purpose we add here minus a and plus a and divide denominator as it, that is sine of x minus a dx. And in the numerator, in this bracket, we assume this x minus a as one part and plus a as a second part. X minus a as one part and plus a as a second part. That is, there are only two terms, this bracket and plus a. If we call this bracket as x and a as y, cos of x plus y. Cos of x plus y, what is the formula for cos of x plus y or cos of alpha plus beta? Cos of x plus y, it is equal to cos x cos y. If here plus, in the formula take minus. If here minus, in the formula take plus. So cos of x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. This is the formula for cos of x plus y. If here plus, then minus. Here minus, here take plus. And so using this formula, in the numerator we write I is equal to integration of cos of a, cos of x, cos of x, x is here x minus a, into cos y, that is cos of a. Here it is plus, take here minus, minus sine of x, sine of, in place of x there is x minus a, into sine of y, y is here suppose a, and divide denominator sine of x minus a into dx. Now in the numerator there are two terms, this is the first term and this is another term. Divide these two terms by denominator separately. What happens here? So I is equal to integration of, we divide this by sine of x minus a and also this by sine of x minus a. So we get here cos of x minus a into cos of a divided by sine of x minus a. Here minus this sine of x minus a into sine a divided by denominator as sine of x minus a, and we take now here a square bracket and write here dx. Now this sine of x minus a, same, get cancelled to each other. Now here we separate the integration. We separate the integration. Integration is with respect to x. So here cos of a is constant because integration with respect to x. So cos of a is constant. Take this outside the integral. So this is equal to cos of a into integration of, now cos of x minus a upon sine of x minus a. Theta is the same, so cos upon sine, that is equal to cot. So cot of x minus a, and we separate, we take here separate integration, so dx minus this integration, and now here sine a get, sine of x minus a, sine of x minus a get cancelled. Sine a is constant, with respect to x it is constant, so sine a outside the integral and then integration, and here remains only one dx. And now we get here I is equal to cos of a as it is. What is integration of cot? Integration of cot dx. Integration of cot x is log of sin x. We have proved this in exercise, before the exercise 3.2a. We have seen integration of cot x dx, that is equal to log of sin x. So it is log of sin of, in place of x there is x minus a, in place of x if there is another term, take its derivative, derivative of this bracket is 1 and divide that to this log of sine of x minus a, but there is no need to divide by 1. So here next minus sine a as it is and integration of 1 dx, that is x, so we write here x. Here x into sine of a plus constant of integration, and this is the final solution for this second problem. So in this way we have completed here second problem of the question number 2. Now see here third problem. Take here screenshot and then write in your notebook. Now third problem here same as second problem. Sin of x minus a upon cos of x plus b. Sin of x minus a upon cos of x plus b. We call firstly, let this as I is equal to integration of sin of x minus a upon cos of x plus b dx. Now in the second problem we have used here whatever may be the angle in the denominator we adjust in the numerator. In the denominator angle is x plus b. We have to adjust this x plus b in numerator, but in numerator angle is x minus a. So we have to take here plus b and minus b. So how we write this? So I is equal to integration of sin of x, we want plus b, so take plus b. This minus a as it is and cancel this plus b, so minus b. Divided by this cos of x plus b and dx as it is. And now here we make two parts of this bracket like this. I is equal to integration of sin of x plus b is the one part. Now here take minus sign in the bracket a plus b as the second part and divided by cos of x plus b dx. And therefore I is equal to now here use the formula cos of alpha minus beta, cos of alpha minus sin of alpha minus beta. What is sin a plus b or sin a minus b? See here the formula is sin of, we write here x plus y, suppose x plus y. Sin of x plus y is sin x cos y, sin x cos y. Here plus, here also plus, and cos x sin y. Get it? We know here the formula which we learn in the 11th standard. That is sin of x plus y, it is equal to sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. If here minus sign, then take here also minus. So sin of x minus y is equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. And so here we use the formula of sin of x minus y and we get integration of, that is sin x. So sin of x means bracket x plus b into cos y. Y means here this a plus b, cos of a plus b, and here middle sign is minus. So take here minus, minus into cos of x plus cos of x. So x is here x plus b. So cos of x plus b into sin y. So sin of, and y is here this angle a plus b. We take a plus b as the angle and divided by denominator. What is here denominator? Denominator is cos of x plus b. So cos of x plus b dx. Now in the numerator there are two parts which is separated by this minus sign. This is the first part and this is the second part. Divide each part separately. So we get here I is equal to integration of sin of x plus b into cos of a plus b divided by cos of x plus b minus cos of x plus b into sin of a plus b divided by denominator as cos of x plus b. We write here square bracket and then dx. And now see here in the second part this cos of x plus b and cos of x plus b is the same. We cancel this. And now here take the separate integration. We take separate integration. Before to take the separate integration, this cos of a plus b is constant because integration with respect to x, and here there is no term of x, so cos of a plus b is constant. Take outside the integral, so it is cos of a plus b into integration of, now here sin of x plus b upon cos of x plus b. X plus b angle same, so sin theta upon cos theta, that is equal to tan of theta. Theta here x plus b dx. Now here minus this cos x plus b get cancelled to each other, and this sin of a plus b again constant, so we take the outside the integral, so sin of a plus b into integration of here 1 dx. And now take finally integration using the formula. What is the integration of tan of x dx? We have seen formula, we have learned here integration of tan x, integration of cot x, integration of sec x, integration of cosec x. We have proved this in the previous video lecture. Now integration of tan x, what is integration of tan x? Log of sec x. Integration of tan x is log of sec x. So I is equal to cos of a plus b into log of sec of x. In place of x there is x plus b, and divide by derivative of x plus b, it is 1, so there is no need to divide by 1, minus the sin of a plus b as it is, and integration of 1 dx. Integration of 1 dx is x, we write here x plus constant of integration. This is the final solution for this third problem. So this is the last solution for the third problem. Take the screenshot and then write in your notebook. Now here we see fourth problem. We see here fourth problem. What is the fourth problem here? So fourth problem is 1 upon sin x cos x plus 1 upon sin x cos x plus 2 times cos square x. 2 times cos square x. Now call this as I. Let us try to solve this. Firstly, we denote it as I. I is equal to given problem in integration sin 1 upon sin x cos x plus 2 times cos square x dx. Now when there is cos square x in denominator, this is the new trick. Such type of problems are in the exercise 3.2b. 3.2b, there are so many problems of this type where cos square x is present in the denominator. But we should take precaution when cos square x is in the denominator. What is here we have to, which trick we have to use here? So here when cos square x is in the denominator, we divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. When cos square x is in the denominator, we divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. So we get here 1 upon cos square x. 1 upon cos square x divided by this sin x cos x upon cos square x plus 2 times cos square x upon cos square x dx. Now see here, this cos square x and cos square x get cancelled to each other. This cos x and 1 cos x get cancelled to each other. In the numerator we write 1 upon cos square x. 1 upon cos square x as sec square x, and in denominator we write here sin x upon cos x, that is tan x, and here plus 2 dx. And now here very easy problem. Now we use the substitution method. We know that the derivative of tan x is sec square x, which is present in the numerator, and therefore we put here tan x plus 2. Tan x plus 2 is equal to t. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. Derivative of 2 is 0. Dx is equal to dt, and therefore this integral I is equal to integration of this sec square x dx we replace by dt, and in the numerator 1 and tan x plus 2 as a t, and integration of 1 upon t we know it is log of t plus constant of integration, and finally put the value of t as I is equal to log of, we write here t as tan x plus 2 plus constant of integration, and in this way we completed here fourth problem of the question number 2, and the remaining problem we will see in the next video lecture. Okay, we stop here.